With the NBA All-Star Game officially over, guys, that was a really great weekend, and if you have seen all those games and all those events, you guys definitely did enjoy, because this All-Star Weekend was probably one of the best we've seen in a while. With that officially gone, we've got 5 players on this list who are going to break out in the second half of the NBA season with less than 30 games to play, and I believe these players are definitely going to be producing better numbers than they already have and did in the first half of the season. And if you agree to this list and have an opportunity to get or trade for these kind of players, do so as soon as possible, because these players are 100% going to break out and put dynamic fantasy numbers. So without further ado, let's go straight to this list. Nikola Jokic of the New Orleans Pelicans, guys. Nikola Jokic is bound to be one of the best fantasy players that you could have gotten in the late rounds, could have even picked up in your waiver wires. He put up great numbers, and now being traded to the Pelicans, he is officially one of their main important offensive tools in the system, giving them space to floor opportunities, especially with DeMarcus Cousins out for the season. Nikola Jokic was an answer for them in order to push for that playoff spot, as they're currently in and bound for that playoff position. Playing for the Pelicans, he's averaging 18.5 points, 9.5 rebounds, 1.5 assists, 1.5 steals, and 1 block per game, guys. And those are just great numbers. And I believe that in this second half of the season, after the All-Star break, Nikola Jokic will definitely get more touches, because they're really going to need him to push for that playoff spot in the Western Conference. The only thing about him is that sometimes he might really ruin your field goal percentage. Just keep that in mind. Zach LaVine of the Chicago Bulls, guys. Zach LaVine is probably one of the best young talents in the NBA, and now he is healthy and back from his injury. Zach LaVine is definitely going to have to break out in the second half of the season to show everybody why he got traded to the Bulls. All the expectation on him of being the Bulls franchise player is that he's going to show that in the second half of the season, especially because he is that star player on the Chicago Bulls. Ever since he returned, he's averaged 17 points a game, 4.5 rebounds, 2.6 assists, 1.1 steals. But the worst part about his game is he's shooting only 40% from the field goal percentage, guys. But I believe this second half of the season, he'll definitely put up more numbers as he's gotten the rest and definitely come back healthy and could definitely have, in a way, a new start. I believe he'll put up higher numbers than 20 points a game this second half of the season. And if you have the chance to get Zach LaVine in any trades right now in fantasy basketball, I recommend you do so as well. Zach LaVine is on my list to be one of the best breakout players of this second half of the season, guys. So keep an eye on Zach LaVine, and also keep an eye on the Chicago Bulls. Michael Beasley of the New York Knicks, guys. With Porzingis out for the whole season, guys, it is simple. Michael Beasley is definitely going to break out and put dynamic and dominate the second half of the season, guys, because Michael Beasley has the potential and the experience to do so. He's currently averaging 12.9 points a game, 5.4 rebounds, and 1.4 assists, guys. But since Porzingis' injury, he's been playing over 30 minutes a game, averaging 19 points, 8 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 0.6 steals, and 1.0 blocks, guys. And Michael Beasley is definitely going to be that star player for the team going forward for the Knicks, guys. Even though they're not going anywhere in the playoffs, he's definitely going to put up great fantasy numbers, because he is a player that people do want to watch. Michael Beasley could potentially be still lingering in your waiver wires, and if he's there, I believe he'll put up over 17 points a game, giving good minutes over 30 a game. So pick him up if you can. Rudy Gobert of the Utah Jazz, guys. With Rudy Gobert expected to be one of the best breakout centers at the beginning of the season, Rudy Gobert many setbacks with injuries and is now playing worse than his season last year, making him probably one of the most disappointing players that we have expected way more this season. I'm not saying he's a bad fantasy player or a bad player in general. He's been playing nice, but he could be playing better to his potential. And honestly, guys, that is the truth, and you know that yourself. Last year, he's averaged 14 points, 13 rebounds, but this year, he's only averaging 12 points and 10 rebounds, guys. And even in the blocks column, last year, he averaged 2.6 blocks, but this year, only averaging 2.3 blocks, guys. His numbers from the points to the rebounds to the blocks have dropped from last year, but I believe this second half of the season, with the Jazz pushing for that 8th spot in the playoffs, he's definitely going to break out of that slump. So if you were patient with Rudy Gobert, I expect great things from Rudy Gobert. And if you have him in your fantasy squads, be excited, because 2020 games are about to come for you. Myles Turner of the Indiana Pacers, guys, is the last player on this list, guys. And he's on this list for the same reason as Rudy Gobert, because at the beginning of the season, he was expected to be one of the best breakout centers in fantasy basketball, and has definitely disappointed owners that drafted him early on. But I've got good news that Myles Turner is going to pick it up in the second half of the season, guys. He's played 3 games in a row before the All-Star game, has had rest. Right now, if Myles Turner is being offered in your drafts and in your leagues, I recommend you go get him because his price is obviously not as high as he was supposed to be at the beginning of the season, guys. He's only averaging 14 points a game, 6 rebounds, 1.4 assists, 0.3 steals, and 2.1 blocks, guys. But I believe that his scoring will definitely increase in the second half of the season, guys. So if you have Myles Turner, or if you could get Myles Turner, get him right now because he's going to play as a top 4, top 3 at a 3rd round kind of value center for your fantasy basketball league. And I hope you guys really enjoyed that video, guys, and got the information out of this, guys. These 5 players will definitely break out the second half of the season, guys. So keep an eye on all 5 of these players, guys. But 100%, there's way more players out there. So if I missed some, put them down in the comment section down below so everybody else can see it, guys. But if you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up button, guys. But also subscribe if you're new here, guys. And welcome to the Easy Buckets family. Thank you for watching, guys. God bless and take it easy, and see you next time.